Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. I appreciate having you all with me today. And hopefully the title of the reading attracted you, and if so, there's definitely a message here for you somewhere. I will do a classic read today, so will be a divine feminine, divine masculine, and the connection check with some messages between the twins. So I've got my Hermit Tarot cards, my talking cards. I will pull some messages at the end of the reading. And I'm gonna jump right in, not to waste any time. I will start with an oracle card, of course, and I've got my Cosmic Journey Oracle today. So let's see what's happening. I did an 8/8 portal reading a couple of days ago, so if you're feeling those energies are impacting you, if you're on a twin flame journey, they most definitely are impacting you. I highly recommend checking out that reading and seeing what this Lionsgate season, even I would call it, brings, because it's not really one day, it's not a certain moment in time, it's a much larger timeline, and we will feel this energy pretty strongly for another week or so. Besides, we have a full moon in Aquarius coming up on Thursday, so I will do a special reading for that, most likely tomorrow. So quite a few shifts yesterday, today. I'm feeling it. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, let me know in the comments, but I get the general energy of a kind of it's almost like it's an upgrade to a different level, energetic level, so it's a good thing, but because it's quite different, it still takes time to adjust to it, you know. It's like for the body to actually like kind of spread it out and, you know, be used to something new that's going on with you, something like that. But it's not bad though, it's not bad. And I mentioned it in the reading, but if you're a twin flame, if you find your twin flame is actually taking space right now, or it just happens so, like the circumstances just work out that you two are not in touch for a few days, know that this is being divinely guided, and it's important for each of the twins to do this integration of this new energy in their own right, in their own space, without feeling the extra pressure, you know, when you are with your twin flame, because that will disrupt this integration process. So it's a natural thing, and yeah, just don't take it personally, and know that this is for everybody's highest good, and in this case both for your twin and for yourself. Okay, let's see what we have for divine masculine, divine feminines first of all. And please remember that this is a general reading, so take only what resonates for you and what doesn't. If you're looking for an insight about your personal situation, please reach out to me and we can set up a personal tarot reading or a coaching session. I'll actually be updating my website, so you can order a session with me via a website, and you will see some of the price ranges that I have, because if you're doing more than one service, there will definitely be a discount, or like say buy a package with the coaching. You will see that the price will be different than, you know, each session separately. And of course, you may consider doing one session first, seeing what it's gonna be like, whether you like it, how much you get out of it, what my approach to this collaboration is, and then you decide whether you want to get a package on. But just keep it in mind that, you know, if you're considering a certain price and you're multiplying in your head, you know, if you're getting it as, you know, within a package, it will be much lower price for you. Okay, let's see. I have somebody help me with my website, so finally it's gonna begin looking better, and I'm just grateful for being guided to work with this person and to get some help with it, because I have no time to sort it out. And, you know, I do plan to be populating articles and also embed some videos from YouTube on a much more regular basis now. Okay, so feminines, you are at the divine Y point, number 33. How beautiful is that? Both the 33 number, which is a master angel number, right? It's about it's about a specific intention towards your goal, towards your dream. And I agree that it for me, it resonates a lot with why you're doing it, right? The why point is like, well, first of all, it's like a crossroad, right? Where the road splits and you need to make a decision which way do you want to go. And in order to make that correct decision, it's definitely going to be part of the intention towards a goal. You need to understand why you are where you are, and how that specific decision, left, right, maybe you have more than 2 options, how does it align with your goal? Not just what it feels like in this moment, but does it feel like it aligns with your final goal? And at the end of the day, if you still have doubts, then of course your intuition and your heart space should have the final say here. Not what logically makes sense, not what somebody else would do or is already telling you to do. It's that, inner voice that will tell you, okay, this feels right, I want to go this way right now. I'm just saying that it's still important to link that decision to, to your roadmap, so to speak, right? To the bigger plan, so that both you and the universe are aligned in how you're making this happen. What do we have for the masculines? Oop. There are no wrong turns. Speaking of turns and crossroads, it looks like divine masculine is in a similar position, right? They may have a different spin on it, of course, maybe doing it for a different reason, but it's still the point where they are supposed to make a choice and they're afraid of making the wrong one. Let's put it that way. Like, there is a choice, I'm getting strongly here, there is a choice that feels right but doesn't look right. Like, it's like, I'm not sure how that is going to be taken, or yeah, I don't like that choice, I'm not gonna look good in this. On the other hand, there is a choice that seems to make a lot of sense logically, but it just feels off, and that's why there is this back and forth. I'm also almost getting this 2 of Pentacles vibe, where there's like, do I go this way, do I go, or 2 of Swords even, yeah. Okay, let's get to tarot. Let's see what's going on with divine feminines right now. Promise this is gonna be a shorter one. Page of Swords. We had that in the reverse yesterday for the masculines. That's funny. You see how the energy flows like that, and it's coming back around differently. What do we have for the divine masculine energy? The High Priestess. Nice. I also love how similar the colors are here in both of these cards. This is a beautiful connection to the heart chakra, to the third eye. Wow. So that's how 8-8 portal is working on divine masculines, clearly. What do we have with the connection energy? The moon. And we have a full moon coming up on Thursday, which I mentioned at the beginning. So this moon, and it's one of those super moons, so it's already impacting the twins, as we can see. We have Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Let's pull some clarifiers here. Please clarify the Page of Swords for the feminine, I'm sorry. Please clarify the High Priestess. Page of Pentacles. Please clarify the moon, the connection. Give us more information on the moon. Okay, 3 cards. Ace of Swords, the Devil, and the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Yeah, so some clarity comes about on what is the... Yeah, I'm getting clarity between like what do other people, how other people see you and what your life actually is. That those are 2 different images, and that oftentimes people are judging or even are advising something obviously from what they know, and a lot of times actually every time, they don't know full story. It's not as simple. That's why it's very important to really check yourself and be reliant on your own experience, and even if it's like the logical approach, it still needs to come from you. So yeah, it's like the final filter for whichever advice you're taking or whoever you're trusting with advising you which way to go. So for the feminines, we have Page of Swords clarified by Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so I'm getting that divine feminine is trying to approach this matter, this kind of decision making, with the new eyes, with not being too, without clinging to a specific option, right? Trying to be more fair and have a more open-minded approach to what is the right way forward, what decision to make, right? And how do I get to the moment of truth if I don't necessarily see it right now, right? So to me, this is overcoming the karmic bonds, the patterns that we follow, you know, with this life that shape up different kinds of templates and frames of mind that we then use to make the big decisions about our life. This is working on removing those and going deeper, going higher. You can have different perspective here, of course, but yeah, the point is that divine feminine is trying not to be too prejudiced, not to try, you know, I'm getting the story where you see like a shadow of something and you immediately tell yourself that's someone, like this, that's that person, or this is a dog, or this is, I don't know, a big tree or something, and then you turn around the corner, or like you turn around and you see something completely different, right? And while you're looking at the shadow, you seem very confident with what it is, but then you turn around and it's something completely different, or someone than you thought. It's kind of like that, and the DF is clearly seeing that if they rush with the choice right now based on the prejudice or on the assumption, that's what's going to happen. That assumption is not going to be true, right? So they are trying to see it from a different perspective. And with these cards, especially in this deck, I'm seeing that they understand that the truth can be hard to handle. And it may take even some prep time for them to be able to handle this gracefully, but they're ready for it. They're ready to prepare themselves to be that warrior, to be that light worker that is following inner voice and intuition rather than assumptions and prejudices, which we all have anyway. It's not a criticism. That's part of our experience on this planet. Okay, for masculines, we have the High Priestess and Page of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles actually a feminine energy in this case as well. We have two pages of Pentacles actually. So divine masculines may be considering traveling somewhere, or they're preparing for a trip. But the most important part of this is that, again, they are being connected with their feminine energy. And we saw the Temperance in the 8-8 portal card, right? So this is their feminine vibe that's coming in, their feminine energy. So in this case, this is them really connecting to source. They're also getting downloads, they're getting upgrades, and this is causing them to consider some new ideas, new starts. And even like with this, like I almost feel like this person is like turning around the pentacle. So it's also seeing it with fresh perspective. Like maybe the past that I saw for myself is not necessarily the only way to do this. And maybe it is right for some other people, but there is a good chance it's not right for me, right? And that's where we have this guidance. We have no wrong turns. But it's about like some people go through certain cycles like tens of times before they realize what kind of change they're supposed to make, which way to turn, not to repeat the same cycle again. So this is like this next cycle that begins for the masculines, and they are not necessarily avoiding the past mistakes. Some of them will, but a lot of them will still follow the old way. But this will be like a guided, it's almost like a lucid dreaming experience, you know, where you don't just follow it blindly or automatically and things just happen, right? you're doing it very consciously, because now you're watching what's going to happen. How, like, why is it not working for me? Other people are doing it, it works just fine for them. Now I'm going to watch, I'm going to really see every decision I make, every event that happens. Is it bringing me closer to my goal? Is it working out for me? And if not, I'm going to see why, right? It's that very practical approach. For the connection, yeah, so the moon, the approaching full moon is definitely impacting the twins, where they can, they get a chance to experience something emotional in their life. And this can be, it doesn't really matter if it's happy or not, but it's something deep, it's something triggering, it's something important. And don't be surprised if it's going to be very happy in one moment and it's going to be something very painful the other moment. I'm almost sensing the tower moment feeling, but it is created by having these contrasts of having something beautiful and then having something painful, or feeling angry about something, right? That will also create, with this Ace of Swords in this case, will create new insights. And you see, it's almost like that light is going into her mind, right? There will be an enlightenment, and that's what the moon is doing anyway, right? Bringing things to the surface, bringing new understanding, new clarity, right? With its light and with its Pisces energy, which is all about this sort of ethers and energetic, different, like higher energetic realms, and bringing information from those realms to our awareness, to our consciousness. So yeah, if you are experiencing those things where things just suddenly go into something very happy for you, or they suddenly go into something very disappointing, just know that that's part of the journey for you at this point in time. And it's definitely that contrast in itself. So don't try to avoid those experiences. That contrast in itself is almost like it's working on you. Yesterday I had that metaphor about cooking, right? And this is like that part of the cooking process. You know, that extra trick that the chef is using to make it super delicious in the end. Could be something small, right? Like how do they adjust the temperature of the oven and how they change it, right? Or at which point do they add a certain ingredient? It will make all the difference. That's, to me, I just love that metaphor. It just spoke to me personally, because I love cooking. It spoke to me so strongly. So I'm getting that this is part of that important process. So whatever happens, honor it, respect it. And if it's triggering for you, you know what to do. In a work, there is never too much of it, or at least get yourself into a safe, grounded space where you find your happiness, you can support your inner child. If that's what you feel is being triggered right now, right? You can find that healing for yourself. If you need someone else's support, by all means, do not try to beat it by yourself, but go to someone who you feel can help you. If you are looking to get some coaching from me on specific themes that you're working through, maybe you're struggling with some of them. That's how my journey have been, because some of the aspects of inner work were more obvious. And although they took time, at least I knew what I was going for, where the issue was, and what I can do about it. It just took some time, right, of working on it, of healing it. With other topics, it can be trickier to see what's causing it, and also how to transmute that energy. So if that's your story, by all means, get in touch with me and we can talk. Okay, last but not least, messages between the twins. Messages from DM to DF, first of all. Okay. I might be also getting out my bigger table. I do have it in storage, but it's like, yeah, it's not entirely harmonious with the rest of my decor, and I don't need it. But I have some people stay with me at the end of the month, so I'll dig it out most likely, and then we'll see. I'll try using it for reading, so maybe I'll finally have that set where you will be able to see the cards and I won't have to pick them up every time, because I'll actually have a bigger table that I can work with. We'll see. No promises. You have so many choices and options. This is from DM. What do you want? You have a lot of options. What do you actually want? And they're asking you to think for yourself, not what other people are expecting of the divine feminine. What do you want? Because you have a lot of options. You can do so many things with your time, with your resources. What do you actually want right now? Then we have, I just wish things were different. And happiness is my priority. Yeah, notice this is 10, 7 plus 3, and this is 10 as well, 6 plus 4. So yeah, DMs are definitely closing certain cycles because this is where they're focusing to be in the now, in the moment, and getting themselves into a safer, happier, more balanced space. Here, they are turning to you, divine feminine, to make sure that you focus on you as well. Basically, that's the message. I'm focusing on me and my happiness. Please focus on you and think, what do you want? Because for you, sky is the limit. So think about it. Now let's see what we have from DF to DM. Okay, we have one sword, and we saw that in the reading too. Have listened to your heart, and I need more time. Yeah, a little bit different, but yeah, so divine feminines are saying, yeah, maybe I need some time for me as well to find my truth, right? I may be out of reach for now. I may not seem too involved or committed or interested right now in what's going on between us or with you, divine masculine. But that just means that I'm on the quest, and remember we saw this card as well. So to me, this is like that quest for the truth. I need to go for that, to find my own truth right now. And in the meantime, listen to your heart and remember that we're always connected. We're always together, even if we are doing this quest separately and in a very different way. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.